Weather Center. Elise Martinez is in Santa Barbara covering the accidents. Senior reporter John Palmentary is monitoring the street flooding. But let's start things off with Kelsey Gerkins, live along the 101 freeway near the Solimar burn zone. And Kelsey, that area has been a trouble spot all day long.
Yeah, that's right, CJ. Early this morning when it started raining, that's when some mud started coming off some of the burn zone. It quickly came onto the northbound side, but they were able to clean that up pretty quickly. But then it moved over onto the southbound side. When we were here live at 11, this entire area was flooded with mud and water a good 2 feet deep. But the good news is they just reopened the highway here. It is now moving just as of a few minutes ago. This week's storms are creating a big mess on Highway 101, just below the Solimar burn area.
The fact that this fire burnt through here took the root systems out of the vegetation that holds the soil together is significant. And what's happening now and what we're seeing is the runoff. It's not necessarily a landslide. What it is debris flow. It's taking off that top layer of soil, and now we're seeing it flow out across the freeway.
With passageways and drainage canals thick with mud and ash, the rainwater has nowhere to go and instead is pooling up on the southbound side of Highway 101 near the Seacliff exit. I want to show you just how thick this mud is here in this area. If you look down here, you can just see it's a good few inches that your feet just slide into. This is why it is so dangerous for these cars to go across the highway here. They have had crews working and pushing the mud and water out of the way. Caltrans crews spent several hours clearing mud and water off the highway. At one point, conditions were so bad, the California Highway Patrol completely closed the southbound side of the highway at Seacliff, creating a traffic nightmare for commuters.
We were stuck in this for about the last half hour or so, and it came to a point on the 101 where there was a place to make U-turns, and I said, well, you know, you could see that the traffic was just backed up for miles and miles. It was hardly moving, and so we made the U-turn, came back up here north, and now we're going to try and figure out what to do.
With more storms on the way, the Solimar burn area is considered to be at a high risk of mudslides. That's why officials are encouraging commuters to be extra cautious when driving along this stretch of the 101 from Main Street to Seacliff.
As far as expecting a mudslide, drive defensively, right? Expect it. Drive in a manner that's going to allow you a way out. Don't try to drive through standing water. That's dangerous. Drive around it and always be aware of the conditions around you.
Again, the southbound side of Highway 101 here right around Seacliff. This area was closed for several hours today, but Caltrans crews, they worked here all day to clean this up, and it looks like all that work has paid off. Again, all lanes of the southbound side of Highway 101 are back open. Reporting live at Solimar Beach, Kelsey Gerkins, News Channel 3.